Shalom, shalom, everyone, and welcome to Just a Word Prophecy. Yahuah, and I'm here with Erikan as we continue looking at prophecies that have been given to members of the Just a Word family. And today, let us hear what has been shared on his heart.
Shalom, everyone. So this dream I had also not too long ago, probably like a month or so ago, or so about a month ago or so maximum. And the dream started with me watching almost like it was an intelligence meeting, like a high, like a state intelligence meeting, like a high official government meeting. And there was this woman who was sitting there in the center and she was speaking. And what she said is, the punisher of the Gentiles is at hand. And in the dream, she gave a full strategy of how this would happen. So she gave like a whole strategy on how the punisher of the Gentiles would come and what would happen. But I do not remember the strategy when I woke up. But in the dream, I remembered the full strategy. And then as she was saying that, she said, she spoke about the innocence of the three. She called them the three. So she said, and how it would happen. And then she spoke of the innocence of the three. But when she said the innocence of the three, I understood that she was speaking of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So that's all that she said. That's all I can remember from that dream. She spoke about the punisher of the Gentiles being at hand, and then she spoke about the innocence of the three. And then I woke up.
All right. Watching an intelligence meeting, government high official meeting, saying the punisher of the Gentiles is at hand. And we just did a video speaking about make straight the way for the return of Hamashiach. So yet another video that is telling us that we are in the season of the punishment of the Gentiles. And we know in Romans 11, he was speaking about the innocent, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And in Romans 11, Shaul told us in verse 25, for I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery, lest ye should be wise in your own conceits, that blindness in part is happened to Yahshar'AL, until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. And so all Yahshar'AL shall be saved. As it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins. So at the fullness of the Gentiles, Hamashiach is going to return for his people. And in the book of Isaiah, though, chapter 54, verse 3, for thou shalt break forth on the right and on the left, and thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles, and make the desolate cities to be inhabited. So there is going to be a turn around. A turn around. The punisher of the Gentiles is at hand. And no more is it more pronounced in this time, the punishment of the Gentiles, than in the destruction of Babylon. In the book of Revelation, chapter 18, about verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is Yahuah who judgeth her. This is Babylon. This is the fruit of the Gentiles. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city, that Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. So that is the destruction of the Gentiles. And in Isaiah 2, when he's speaking about the destruction of the Gentiles, verse 12 says, for the day of Yahuah of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. So judgment begins with the house of Yahuah. He speaks about his people first. Then he goes to the Gentiles. So when we are in the time of the destruction of the Gentiles, our people have to know that if we do not get ourselves straight, we will go down with the Gentiles. And upon all the cedars of Lebanon that are high and lifted up, and upon all the oaks of Bashan, and upon all the high mountains, and upon all the hills that are lifted up, and upon every high tower, and upon every fenced wall, and upon all the ships of Tarshish, and upon all pleasant pictures. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low, and Yahuah alone shall be exalted in that day. And the idols he shall utterly abolish, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks, and into the caves of the earth, for fear of Yahuah, and for the splendor of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. The destroyer of the Gentiles is at hand. And when Hamashiach returns, as we were speaking about the return of Hamashiach, he is going to come and destroy all of those nations who were unkind to his people. For that, we go to Matthew 25, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his splendor, and all the set-apart angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his splendor. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come ye, Barak of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Master, when saw we thee an hungered, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Truly I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, the children of Yahshar'AL, ye have done it unto me. Then he's going to turn now to those on the left. These are the Gentiles, the nations that mistreated his people. And he said the same thing to them. I was hungry, you did not feed me, whatever. He did the opposite for the righteous. Then shall they also answer him, saying, Master, when saw we thee an hungered, or athirst, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? Then shall he answer them, saying, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye did it not to one of the least of these, speaking about my brethren, ye did it not to me. And these shall go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal. This is the destroyer of the Gentiles. So hear this. Children of Yahshar'AL, as it said in 1 Peter 4. Let's go there. 1 Peter 4, 17 to 18. It says, judgment begins with us. We have to set ourselves aright before the nations. 1 Peter 4, 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahuah. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end of them that obey not the good news of Yahuah? Everlasting good news. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? So it's telling our people, set yourselves straight. And we go to Isaiah 1 verse 28 again to get this connection of how his people will be judged. And his people have to make sure that they are in right standing. And the destruction of the transgressors. He's speaking about his people. and the destruction of the transgressors and of the sinners shall be together, and they that forsake Yahuah shall be consumed. But what does the previous verse say? Zion shall be redeemed with judgment, and her converts with righteousness. So the unrighteous among our people, woe be unto us. And the Gentiles after that, woe be unto you. So now, as the previous video says, make straight the way for Yahushua HaMashiach. Prepare the highway. We have to set ourselves right. And that is why Etikan got the dream that the era of grace is over. It is now the era of obedience. It is obedience that is going to get us into the righteousness, that is going to make us avoid the destruction of the Gentiles. It's going to make us avoid falling prey to the wrath of Yahuah that is upon the children of disobedience. We do not want to be disobedient. So people, get yourselves in line. Let us get ourselves straight. It is time for obedience, 100% obedience. That is the only way we will make straight the way for Yahushua HaMashiach. All right? Anything else?
Elder, can we also look at Jeremiah 4:7?
Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 7. Yirmiyahu chapter 4, verse 7. The lion, come and talk in Jamaican. The lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. Wow. He is gone forth from his place to make the land desolate, and thy cities shall be laid waste without an inhabitant. For this gird you with sackcloth, lament and howl, for the fierce anger of Yahuwah is not turned back from us. This is the Ruach Mashiach. It doesn't play at all. Jeremiah 4 verse 6 says, set up the standard towards Zion. You see, every single thing that makes us avoid the judgment, it is looking to Zion. You see? Looking to Zion. So those who are not looking to Zion today are going to be in trouble. We have to be looking to Zion. That is where salvation is. Set up the standard towards Zion. Retire. Stay not, for I will bring evil from the north and a great destruction. Look what they call the Mashiach, the lion of the tribe of Judah. The lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He's gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy cities shall be laid waste without an inhabitant. Yeah? All right, anything else? All right, thank you. I did not have that on, but you can see it there. Jeremiah 4, 6 to 7. All right, thank you for listening. And do hope that this was edifying unto you. Please continue to check out Just a Word Prophecy as we share prophetic word that have been given to members of the Just a Word family. Prophecies that we believe are relevant to the end times, for us to understand the end times. And please do share this with someone. Please leave a comment. If you have a comment, comments help the algorithm. And please make the comments civil. And thank you. And shalom.